Good morning. I'm about to walk into Robert Etoll's studio. He just finished Sound Design Volume 7 that I think we've all been waiting for, and I'm really excited to listen to it. And this, by the way, looks like his whole inspiration here. Let's go. Hey, Robert.
Oh, Miray, how you doing?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So let me show you around the studio for a bit. Is that okay, Robert?
That's fine.
This is one of the nicest studios. And the endless guitars, because Robert is a guitar player.
Yes,
And a sneak peek of our new album cover,
that's right.
which is looking really cool. All right, let's start. I'm really excited about today. I know you're not really good with cameras, Robert.
I could
But,
play. I could play on stage, and like I said, in front of 10,000 people. I'm more comfortable. But it's okay. Yeah, let's go.
I think a lot of people would love to see the Robert Etoll
Yeah, exactly.
with the Sound Design Volume 7. So people have been asking me about a Volume 7.
That's right.
And how long has it been since we...
Well, Volume 6. Yeah, Volume 6 was. I just looked the other day. It was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
And
Which
we still get licenses like crazy.
all the time. All the time. Drum rolls are super popular.
Mm-hmm.
Super popular. The hits, the swishes, obviously. There's a couple categories in there. Tonal hits, I think, something like that. That's the reason why on this one here, I did sub hits, and then I did sub hits, tonal sub hits. Super popular. And the way I did it differently than what I'm hearing out there. See, this whole volume here is, I always, I'm listening to what's out there now. I said, okay, what can I do to make things different?
Yeah.
And that was the key for this volume. There are different ways of doing it. The way I do it is multiple layers, a ton of layers. These things don't take 10, 15, 20 minutes to do. One hit could take me a half a day.
And I think that's what makes it all
It's the reason why I'm
different.
the reason why I'm ready to go to the insane asylum. Because it can get a little wacky. It's not the most pleasant job, but it is what it is. I actually enjoy it because I actually enjoy the treatments of the hits, the swishes, the rumbles. And that's the other thing. We haven't done rumbles in like 15 years, and they're still licensing.
Yeah.
So the rumbles, I did 15 rumbles, and they have their own, literally their own, basically their own home. And I don't hear anything like what we did here. So I think the editors are going to love the rumbles. Yeah.
Can we play them a little bit later or right now?
You want to hear?
Yeah.
But to get back to your question, Volume 6 was 10 years ago, and then we did Horrific Elements. I think,
which is very
like
popular
5.
too.
Yeah, still, yeah. Well, that was like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and that was more for the horror and thriller genre. So it's been 5 years, and it's like you said, the editors kept asking, we need more from Etoll. So.
And before we start listening, how many categories do we have in here?
And we have 12 categories. We have drum fills, rumbles, trailer hits, crunch hits. Crunch hits are, distorted, exactly what they are, crunchy, distorted hits. Metallic hits, which are super popular. And the way I created the metallic hits, I would grab, back in the, during orchestral sessions or whatever, we would grab cymbal scrapes, we would grab anvil hits and stuff like that. And I'd grab those old samples that I had, and I would just mess with those with, distortion and compression and everything like that, just detuning and all that. Then we have sub hits, and the corresponding sub hits would be tonal sub hits.
And which ones of these, we have some keys and everything to help the editors, right?
There you go.
Yeah, we have all the keys for the sub hits.
In the titles.
In the titles.
Yeah, there's 20 sub hits, and then there's the corresponding tonal sub hits, which is basically the sub hits, but I added tonality to them. And the keys are in the titles. And then we have swishes, 15 swishes, and then 15 swish hits. They are different. Swishes don't really have an ending impact to them. They have basically, that's it. With the swishes, boom. It is what it says. So, That's that. Now the power downs is as we all know, super popular still. But again, my treatment of the power downs is a little different than what the editors already have. So I think they're going to start using these pretty quick. So it's pretty cool, yeah.
Cool.
Now, the first 5 power downs, the first 5 out of 15, like for instance, the title is Etoll Power Down 701, 2 seconds. 701, 4 seconds. 701, 6 seconds. So
Okay.
for the first 5. And again, that's, we're service providers. That's, a service for the editors.
Yeah.
If he needs a 2-second, oh, I like this one, let me use the 4-second version or the
Right.
6-second version. So the first 5 have that, basically. They
I
have
see a
it
lot
as-
of value
and
in
it's,
that,
it-
actually.
it's pretty cool, yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Now, tonal suckbacks, everybody has suckbacks, but these are tonal. So there's 15 of those. Very cool. And then the pulses is kind of like a bonus category. And this, as you can see, the pulses have the BPMs in them, which we're always asked. We're always asked that. So, and the yeah. So you want to hear a couple?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
you want to start with
here's some drum fills.
drum
Yeah.
fills? That's really cool.
Still
And
going. Still going.
the
Yeah.
ending is really cool. And I wish you could hear this here at the studio, because
With
this
the
is not
subwoofer,
going to sound
especially-
as cool
Yeah, especially with
this
the
video.
especially with the subwoofer. Yeah.
I love this ending.
Yeah, these are actually fun to do. There's 3. You hear the bottom. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it. Here's one more. Let me play 15 for you. This one I love. Hear the rumble?
Nice.
That's the sub. So, 10 seconds to that one there is 18 seconds. That might be one of the longer ones, but they're all in between 10 and 20 seconds or so. So that's the drum fills.
All right, let's do rumbles.
Yes, here's some rumbles. You really should hear this with the subwoofer, but it is what it is. Yeah. Watch this. How cool is that? Now, that's at least 5, 6 different elements.
Yeah, I
Pretty
was going to say,
creative.
it sounds like it
Yeah.
has different
Has a little bit of
layers into
everything.
it.
Yeah, has a little bit of everything. Cool. And they use these for credits. That's what they like. They'll have a credit, and they'll drop that with a swish sometimes.
Yeah.
But they want that bottom end, so they want that bottom end.
It has a feeling to it.
Yeah, it's,
you know,
it's crunchy
it's-
sounding, and plenty of bottom end, which you really feel in the theaters. That's for sure.
I really like this one.
Yeah, they all have their own, and everyone's different sounding, which is the hard part. It's different. Okay. Let me
Very
play
cool.
film one more. I'll play this one here. So let me see.
I love it.
The software we have nowadays with with distortion, there's one piece of software that I love. It's called Portal, and it just messes with it. It just screws it up, which I absolutely love. You can do whatever you want, and you can control the amount of screwing up.
So it's not.
I
actually
love
screwed up.
that piece of software. Yeah, and I use that a lot on a lot of these. There's another one by Audio Assault called Head Crusher. And Head Crusher is exactly what it does. It just crushes it and distorts it and stuff. And you just got to know how to manipulate it.
Yeah.
So.
I think distortion is a big keyword for trailers.
No,
It's just
no question. Yeah, but you can't overdo it either.
Yeah.
You got to know your threshold with it. So the rumbles are again very handy for the editors. They love these things. So the rumbles from 18 years ago are still licensing.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's a couple trailer hits, and these are, I mean, there's no basically reinventing trailer hits or swishes. It's just coming up with some new ones.
Mm-hmm.
They are what they are. You know, the blues is the blues.
Yeah.
You know, swing music is swing music.
Right.
You know, hip hop's hip hop. So with this, it is what it is. But come up with some fresh ones that have their own.
And you have the crunch hits and metallic hits.
Oh yeah. Those are what it.
And the other sub hits and tonal.
I'll show you those. Yeah. So here's regular trailer hits. Okay. Again, we're not reinventing the wheel, but this is a different sound. Here's a very cool one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's very crisp.
Very crisp. Yeah. Again, the editors like those short ones.
Mm-hmm.
They like the short ones. That I know. Still going.
Yeah, when I listen to them, they're more than a hit. They're
It's almost a cue. You will. You hear the after effects? Okay, here's 5. That one I love. Watch this.
That's really cool.
Yeah, watch. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like cocking a gun or something like that. That's where they'll use that.
Is there? There's layer in these too, right?
Oh,
how many layers?
No, at least. I don't think any of these hits. There's less than 4 or 5. Less than 4 or 5. Again, and each one has their own treatment to create these. So. Okay,
very cool.
15. Let's go down here. Yeah. So there's your trailer hits. Now crunch hits are exactly what they say. They have a distortion, crunchiness about them. Everyone's don't. You hear it?
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Yeah, I hear the distortion there.
Yeah.
This one especially.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, you have to be able to control the distortion boxes that I like to use in order to not too much, not too little. Okay. I love the way that starts. Wow.
Yeah.
It gets a little.
Has a little intro.
Yeah, a little intro is correct. Yeah, and 15. There's 15 of these.
That one's really cool too. Yeah.
Okay, metallic hits are exactly what they are. They're coming from anvils, cymbal scrapes and such. Okay.
This one's really cool.
Yeah. I love that one.
Yeah.
Depends on the editor. It might be, editors say, okay, that's plenty of metallicness to it, or it might be too much for his moment.
Right.
So he'll go through these and find the one, like the first one, doesn't have as much metallicness, if you will.
Yeah,
Still got
it has a hint of it.
Plenty of impact,
but
it has a hint. It's definitely there. And this one here, this not as much, but it's there. That's metallic hit.
Yeah.
More metallic than drums.
Right.
So.
That's a very cool one. Yeah.
So that's what they're going to go. That's what they're going to look at. Look for. That's what they're after. But notice, this is not easy to do 15 of these and make every one of them sound different.
Yeah.
Everyone has its own home, if you will.
Right.
Yeah, that's the hard part. In fact, when I'm done with this category, it'll take a week or so to do this category. I let it digest for 2 weeks. I don't go back to it. Then I go back to it in a week or two. I'm working on other stuff. When I go back to it, I listen from 1 to 15. I said, 2 and 14 sound a little too similar to me. Then that's when I fix it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. But I need to digest it for a while.
So you need to, yeah.
Because I go to bed thinking.
It's hard with whole cues. It should be ridiculously hard for a sound design.
It's really hard. Yeah, really hard. So you have to go back and review. Don't just let it go and be done with it.
Right.
So my wife makes fun of me. How many changes did you make today? So that's what she says to me. Okay, now the sub hits. You've got to listen to these with a subwoofer, and these are exactly what they are, sub hits. Right. Listen. Still there. Now,
Yeah, I
still
wish
there.
they could hear it.
Nah, they're not
like
gonna hear
I
it.
am,
No,
but it's
unfortunately. Now
sounding
that would
really
be you know using I like the lexicon, you know, halls. I use the lexicon reverb for halls. And again, you got to know how many seconds you're going to do it, and what's basically the range of the hall, and the panning spectrum also. You know how you want it to go. But you notice that hit. Watch how long it lays out for you. Still there. Still there. Still there.
Right.
So if you need it, you know, if you need it. Editor might cut it off. You know, it depends on the editor, of course. You know what I mean. So you understand what I mean? See, that's filtered.
Yeah.
But editors love these filtered.
I
sub
hear
hits.
these sub hits a lot.
Oh yeah.
So.
Almost every action trailer starts with it.
Yeah.
Listen to Gladiator 2. It started with, I think it's ours actually, because I think I saw the licenses coming. I was watching a bunch of action trailers, and almost everyone starts with this right here, this, like this, and then they go into the,
Yeah.
you know, so.
Yeah.
But that one's got a little
sets the
crunchiness
tone,
to it.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay, where are we? 5. Anyway, that's sub hits, right?
I'm very curious about.
I did 20 of these, by the way. I got carried away.
Oh,
A little
20.
carried away. I did 20 of these, yeah. Isn't that cool? 19.
Very cool.
Anyway. Now, the tonal subhits are, like this one here is in the key of C. And you're going to hear a little tonality. And again, the hard part about it was to create 20 different tonalities.
Yeah.
From different, you know. Isn't that cool?
Can you
That's
play another C?
So that's the key of C.
Can you play another C to see how they're.
Another what?
Another C.
Another C right here. So hopefully it's a totally different, you know, sound. So it's more of a piano. You know, more of a piano. Here's another C. Let's see what I did here.
Yeah.
Different sound. Here's another C. I think that's it for C's. Here's one in B. No.
This is really
Like
cool.
a pink.
Yeah.
So that's you know, so, and
I love the tonal ones. It's really
oh no,
cool.
they'll use these.
Yeah.
They'll use these. D flat. Now, the editor says, "Oh man, I wish it was in D." They'll get a hold of you, and I'll tune it for them. You know,
Yeah.
easy enough, or they can tune it, but I can tune it easy enough. So that's. Cool. That's E. That's what we give you. B flat. Still going, by the way. Okay. All right. So that's the one more. You can hear it. It's more subtle, but it's there. It's there. So. Okay, so that's tonal subhits. Swishes are.
Did you reinvent Swish 12?
Exactly. I don't know if that's possible or not. Swishes are swishes. Again, can't reinvent them, but you can try and make them as best and different as possible, you know. So here's your swish.
Whoa.
I know. These are actually pretty darn good. And you notice the ending is subtle. It's subtle. Okay? There's a slight hit there, but not like the swish hits. That's a swish. Again, hard part about this is making them all different.
Right.
You know, with different elements and stuff. A little crunchy to it.
This one is really
a
different.
little metal on the end. It's very simple, it's neutral.
This is really cool too.
They all have their own thing. Now here come the swish hits, and you see it. You can physically see it.
This is really cool. Have you done this before? Swish hits?
I don't think so.
So this is new.
I think it's new. Yeah, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so to let the editors know that there's going to be a hit at the end of it.
Yeah.
Now, they could add hits on the swishes,
But
which we know, yeah.
It's
But,
really cool to blend it in the way
it's there for them.
you
It's
did.
there for them, yeah. It's still going. Now, they can cut it short if they want. So. That one there has tonality to it, as you heard. That kills. It's the aftermath, too. The after effect.
I love that breath.
That's an actual breath, yeah. Like that, in no microphone, yeah.
Oh, so you're breathing.
Yeah, distorted.
Uh-huh.
Like that, into a microphone, and then I distorted it and stuff like that. That's me. Like this, in and out. So, anyway, swish hits. 15 of those. Now the power downs. And again, power downs, you have your stock power downs, what I call stock, but I made these a little different, and I did 2 second. That's a 2 second. This is a 4 second of the same. Okay, if the editor wants it longer, he's got a 6 second. So
This is really cool.
yeah, for the editors, and it's in the title. It's in the title.
Yeah.
It's in the title. So here's the second one. This is so Etoll power down 702, 2 second. Okay. 4 second. You can feel the air from the speakers. 6 second. So, okay, so that's the first 5 have that feature, and then starting at 706, they're just, and now I went a little crazy.
There's distortion again.
There's your distortion, yeah.
I love that crunch in the end.
Tempo. Here's a little delay to it. Okay. They use them. They love these. They love them. And this is different. This is different. When you ask me about being different.
You know, I was talking to an editor. They apparently use these sound designs to map out the trailer when they first get it before they put in the music.
That's right. Exactly.
And these, I really see where they can go. Like I almost hear them.
No question.
When I think of any trailer.
Exactly.
So
exactly. Now the suckbacks, we all know there's a bunch of suckbacks out there, but I did it with tonality on this one here, so they're called tonal suckback. Like this one, I'll start with 15. How cool is that? So there is a tonality in it. Yeah. Sometimes subtle, sometimes not as subtle. Let's see. I didn't put the names because they're so subtle. I didn't put the keys in the signature, but we could put them in the metadata if we need to. We need to do it so. You hear the tonality. Yeah. Okay. Once again.
Yeah. With this one, it's more.
Yeah. And the very endings, it's either a reverse piano, it's a cymbal swish, reversed. You know, there's a few ways. With my one, I would literally sing it or say it, and then I would again mess with it with distortion and compression and such. You know, so a lot of tricks. feedback guitar.
Yeah.
That's me with the guitar, recording feedback and throwing it in there. Listen to it again. Way in the back.
Yeah.
See, that's the layers. So that one there might have 5, 6, 7 layers of it in it. So
That's crazy.
yeah. It's a short one. That's editors love these short ones.
Yeah.
Okay. You can hear the cymbal swish on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Cymbal swish reversed.
Yeah.
You know, so again, all with tonality. All with
That's
tonality.
really cool.
Yeah.
And I think
Okay. And then the pulses.
we're in the last category.
This is the 12th category of pulses. There's 195 elements on this. Actually, 185 with the what was it? The power downs.
The power downs.
I added out those 3, 3, 3, 3.
Right.
But so there's 185 actual cues. 185. There's
Yeah.
185. You can count 195 because of the power downs. Okay, the pulses are a constant in the trailer world. We know that. So here's just that.
Yeah.
But I always build them. Watch. Watch, you'll see it build. And again,
Yeah,
a
the
cool
end.
after effect. Yeah. That's 125
You're
BPM.
big on the After Effects.
Now, just in the middle, goes back and forth.
I love this
Industrial sound on top.
This is one of the best pulses I've ever heard.
Kill it. It's great, yeah.
It's really
No, it's fun.
cool.
By the way, all the pulses, there are stems for the pulses.
Yeah.
But the guy might say, hey, I don't want the industrial sound on top.
Right.
So we have the.
Mhm.
Isn't that fun?
That's
And these, I kept them at 30 seconds. Not too long, not too short.
yeah.
I started shorter, and then I went back, of course, and changed them. So this one is different. A little crunchy, like footsteps.
Clicking.
Yeah, you're not going to hear that on an iPhone, though.
Right, I know.
The bottom end, unfortunately.
We're
so.
getting excited on some stuff that
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
definitely not going to hear, but
Which is the one I want? There's one. Wow.
this is really cool. You know, this has a fun vibe to it. You know, it's action, but also fun and badass. Trailer.
Kids come in. Yeah. These were fun to do. They're always fun to do. There's one is this. There's one is I love. Here. At least 6 layers in here. Filter.
I love how it's building too.
The lower one is totally filtered though. What we call filtered. Tonality. You hear that one thing back and forth.
This is like full cue.
Yeah. So you have 10 of these pulses, kind of like a bonus category for this because, but anyway, so that's 12 categories,
How long
And,
did this take
yeah,
you?
it took me 2.5 months. About
2.5 months.
Yeah, yeah. And this one here, we kept it with Robert Etoll. We didn't go to other composers on this one, for certain reasons and stuff. So, but anyway, it's done.
I'm excited.
I could use a break.
I know.
It's like I said, after, as you can imagine,
well, hopefully not another 10 years before the next one.
Yeah,
we'll
exactly. So, all right, there you go. So, Volume Center, it's done, and get this thing out there. So, okay. Hope that helped.